A very special good evening to everyone joining us tonight. Thank you very much for exchanging your valuable time with us. You could have been doing anything else, but you've chosen to spend this time by joining us on tonight's call. I want to welcome you to the Energic Nigeria Business Overview. Perhaps you've been hearing about this or you've been wanting to know what this is all about. Thank you for joining in. My name is Solomon James, and I will be your anchor person taking you through this within the hour. But before we dive deep in, let's put out this disclaimer that before beginning any practice relating to health, diet, or hydration, we highly recommend that you first obtain the consent and advice of a licensed healthcare professional. The information contained herein is not intended to replace a one-on-one relationship with a doctor or qualified healthcare professional. The information shared here is for informational and educational purposes only. The presenter encourages you to make your own healthcare decision based upon your research and in partnership with a qualified healthcare professional. Do note that you and only you will be responsible if you choose to do anything based on what you get to find out from tonight's meeting. With that being said, let's dive in. I strongly believe that there is a perfect storm rising with the increasing push buttons of technology. I mean, today, truth be told, there's a lot of things that technology is making happen. It's easing a lot of lives, distracting a lot more others, but it's here to stay. With the global ventilations all over the world, it doesn't matter where you go to, people are talking about the economies of the world. Some feel it's shrinking. And with the baby boomers who thought by now they would have been out of the world, but more of them are turning 60 and above, and they are still here with us. Then you have the intersection of the Generation X, Y, and the Gen Zs. Then we have the rising middle class, which again, for some, is fizzling out. I see the collabo of all of this forming a trend. A trend, yes. Okay, how do we capitalize on these global trends? And what is the solution? I'm glad you asked. Well, in our review, I'll be talking about the water industry. This is estimated to be over 551 billion US dollars in the year 2033. In 2024, the global bottled water market was valued at approximately 348.64 billion US dollars. Now we have projections suggesting continued growth with estimates reaching up to 551.2 billion by 2033. This is reflecting a compound annual growth rate of around 5.3% to 7% during the forecast period. You might be wondering, what's the meaning of all this? What do I have to do with this? Just fasten your seatbelt. Let's talk about the bottled water market. It's about 400 billion liters of water are being sold each year. Some of the key players in these industries are Nestle, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, and Fiji Water. Unless you're a key shareholder, it's unlikely that you'll ever be able to take advantage of the growth of the bottled water industry. But that's okay because the market is fast changing. Number one, consumers are becoming increasingly health conscious and are actively seeking out alternative ways to get healthier. After evaluating 18 bottled water products, one study found nearly 25,000 chemicals in the water. Consumers today have grown more aware of the environmental impact, and the production and disposal of plastic bottles is damaging our planet and our ecosystem. All of this is expected to hinder market growth. Well, with change brings opportunity. Successful people understand that in order to become wealthy, they must first identify and understand trends and market cycles. In other words, you must keep up with trends and watch out for the next big thing. Now, in every market cycle, early adopters, as we know, of cutting-edge technology always come out on top. So what's the next big thing? I'm glad you asked. Water ionizer is the next big thing. How so? According to MarketWatch, the global water ionizer market size was valued at 2.31 billion US dollars just 4 years ago, 2021. And is expected to expand, reaching 3.46 billion US dollars by 2027. Digital Journal was quoted as saying that the global alkaline ionizer market size is estimated to be worth 1.33 billion US dollars back in 2021, and this is also forecasted to be worth 1.75 billion US dollars by 2028. The good news is that you can get in on this, as our preferred product is currently only about 3% market penetration. We are talking about the premium product by Energic Kangen Water Ionizer. First, let's talk about the company. This is a 50-year-old company. Actually, by next Monday, we'll be celebrating their 51 anniversary. So for any company to be around for over 5 decades, that is structurally a very sound company. Now, since 1974, Energic International has been the leader in manufacturing water ionizer systems, which filters water through electrolysis, producing super hydrating, alkaline, antioxidant, and hydrogen-rich drinking water. This Japan-based company uses independent distributors such as you and I to distribute millions of Kangen water machines to homes, businesses, and hospitals all over the world. As of today, Energic has presence in over 27 countries and 42 locations servicing the rest of the world. Thankfully, we have an African green dot represented by Nigeria. Nigeria is the only country in Africa where they have their official map. This is the Nigerian office, officially opened 2023, May 10th. As you can see from the date, this is just 2 years in operation. Energic is a Japanese company manufacturing medical-grade Kangen water machines, which help us to provide healthy therapeutic water for our everyday use. So the word Kangen, as you'll be finding us using the word a lot, simply means back to origin. Kangen means return to origin. So when you hear us say Kangen water, we are referencing a medical-grade water helping the human body to reset itself. Now let's get back to our premium product, because Energic's Kangen water ionizers are premium products. Now these products are not just machines, they are medical devices endorsed by the Japanese Ministry of Health as a medical device. The International Standard Organization, ISO, also endorsed this device as a medical device, giving it the ISO number 13485. Let's talk about our suite of product. Our first product here is the Leveluk K8. We call it K8. It's Energic premium product with 8 platinum dipped solid titanium plates. It has a 560 square inches of ionization surface. This particular device cleans itself after each use. It's highly intuitive, interactive with a HD touch panel. This device speaks 8 different languages. Very portable, accepts all types of electrical power. What does that mean? You can move from Nigeria today with a power of about 2 volt of 220, and you get into the US today with a volt of about voltage of about 110. You do not need a step up or a step down transformer. You plug it in, it adjusts itself to it. So this is why this is a global device. Interestingly, it also has intelligent filter chips, which tracks your water usage, telling you when the filter is due for replacement, and it will keep telling you replace the filter. We also have our SD501, which is a state-of-the-art technology. These products produce 5 types of water. We have what we call the Kangen water, the clean water, the beauty water, the strong Kangen, and the strong acidic. There you have it, 5 types of water. However, there are 7 types of pH. The drinking range is 8.5, 9.5. We call that those Kangen water. Your clean water from elementary school is a pH of 7. Your beauty water is 4.5 to 5.5 is basically a range. You have your strong Kangen water at 11.5 and your strong acidic water at 2.5. So what's the uses of these products or the different pH I may hear you say? Well, let's begin with the 2.5. The 2.5 water coming out from our Kangen machine is what we refer to as strong acidic. It serves as a disinfectant, electrolytes hypochlorous acid. This helps in killing viruses and bacteria within basically 30 seconds. People have found it to be very, very good as a sterilizer and used for sanitizing. Helps with skin rashes also. Also from the machine comes our 4.5 to 5.5 range of products, which we call the beauty water. This serves as toner and astringent. This slightly acidic water is recognized for its astringent effect. It's terrific for use for gentle cleaning and beauty care. For those of us who have experienced beauty water, just give it 1-2 minutes on your skin. Your skin will be giving you the feedback instantly because it's the same pH with the human skin. So it serves as a toner and astringent. Then we have our clean water, whose pH is 7. So again, it's one device giving you different pH and you can choose the one you want. Obviously, with your clean water, you make your baby formulas and medication, you take your medications. This water is free of chlorine, rust, and cloudiness. Obviously, you know, natural water is a delicious drinking water, more so when it comes out from your Kangen machine. Then we have our Kangen range of water, which is the 8.5, 9.0, and 9.5. Now, this Kangen water basically is used for drinking and cooking purposes also. This hydrogen-rich water works to restore your body to a more alkaline state, which is optimal for good health, promotes better sleep, more energy, and weight loss. If you were to ask those who have taken this water, one of the almost overnight impact is how it helps your body to relax, releases melatonin into the brain, and you get to find yourself sleeping very, very deep. And at that point, your body is repairing itself, and people wake up so much energy. Then we'll talk about the alkalinity of this water. Because of its alkaline effect, your Kangen water helps to flush the body of acidic waste and toxins, deeply hydrating the body at the cellular level. People find themselves drinking the water and it just keeps going in. The more you drink, the more you feel like drinking. You are not bloated because this water is not just alkaline, it's also microcluster, allowing for increased immunity against diseases. A lot of persons have shared testimony. Oh, I mean, since I started taking Kangen water, I mean, I don't even know what malaria looks like. My health is flourishing. I'm getting, I mean, there's a whole lot happening with this water. Then we have our 11.5, which is a strong alkaline water. Now, this also serves as emulsifier, helping to break down oil, removing pesticides and herbicides from fruits and vegetables, helping to clean greasy surfaces. As a matter of fact, you can use your 11.5 as a laundry detergent. Have you tried it? Why not try it and let's have your feedback in our next meeting. So, Dr. Otto Warburg, who discovered the real cause of cancer back in 1923, he received a Nobel Prize in 1931. In his work, The Metabolism of Tumors, he demonstrated all forms of cancers are characterized by 2 basic conditions, what he calls acidosis and hypoxia, lack of oxygen. Now, what are we showing you here? We want you to understand that cancerous tissues are acidic. So with your Kangen water, you are helping to neutralize and take out the acidities and toxins in the body. Because healthy tissues are alkaline. It's been said that diseases don't thrive in alkaline environment, they flourish in acidic environment. And with your Kangen water, you can begin to reset the body back to factory setting. A couple of books, a couple of medical doctors are talking about this water. As a matter of fact, almost all fields of medicine. And like I said, there are books out there I recommend that you go get and read. Change Your Water, Change Your Life is a classic one by Dr. Dave Carpenter. You can read The Micro Factor. You can read Healing is Voltage. Okay. You can also read what's the title of this book? You Are Not Sick, You Are Thirsty. There's a whole lot of a catalog of books which we can reference for you to read. But let's talk about this one, written by Dr. Bob Wright. Bob Wright is a founder of the American Anti-Cancer Institute. And you cannot found such and be the founder of such an institute and you do not know things about cancer. But in his view, cancer is bad. But what is worse than cancer is chemo and radiation. Now, he says they should stop killing people, rather attack the cancer. How is this possible? Well, if you read chapter 6 of this book, step 3 of the cancer diet, he stated how restructured ionized water could save your life. Interestingly, when you get to test your Kangen water or you take a drink from a Kangen machine, it has basically 3 properties that is helping to solve this. Number 1 is the microclustering capability, because this is what Dr. Bob is referencing here that is making this happen. Number 1 is that because of its low microclustering capability, which is why people are drinking the water. They find out they are not bloated. You keep drinking and drinking and drinking. The more you drink, I've seen people finishing 5 liters in 30 minutes. You go into pure detox. You keep going to the restroom, cleaning out your system. You are not bloated because it's not macro. Strong alkalinity. Kangen water is extremely, extremely alkaline. Beyond that, most importantly, is the low negative ORP, which some of us will be finding from 300 up to over 800. And Dr. Bob Wright is saying, I believe that with this ionized water, it's a mandatory baseline requirement for those with cancer. So somebody says, oh, he have just said alkaline water, then my alkaline filter can do that. Now, this is what he went ahead to say, page 168. He said, if I were looking for an electrolysis unit today, I will choose the SD501 made by Energy Company, very specific. He has tested them all. He said he has tried all manners of promising devices, filters, machine. He said, no, if I were to go for one, I'll be going for the one made by Energy. As a matter of fact, he calls it the Rolls Royce of water ionizers. Guys, that should tell you why this is premium. As a matter of fact, to be sure that he's not missing word, he says also referred to as what? Kangen water. Very specific. And he said they've been around for over 30 years. And this year makes the company 51 years by next month. So this is long 21 years ago. This is what we are talking about here. He's not a promoter. He has no financial interest. He does not receive any remuneration. What he says is because it works. Dr. Shinya here, who wrote the enzyme factor, is a professor of surgery at the Albert Einstein College of Medicine, the founder of the medical process called colonoscopy, performing over 360,000 colonoscopy processes with a 100% success rate, stated in this book, page 159. He said, Kangen water is alkaline-rich water, considered to be the very best drinking water because of its incomparable powers of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. Seller. That just tells you it works because he uses this water for his clients, for his patients. He's written a couple of books, and here you begin to see result. You are inflamed, you are sick. 3 months drinking Kangen water, totally reverse. This is a case of chronic constipation, 45-year-old lady with breast cancer, chronic constipation, 3 months drinking Kangen water. What do we see here? Everything is reversed. Guys, I hope you are noticing what I'm saying. It's water. Then we have chemotherapy. Even this is even a case of a 52-year-old male with prostate. And for many of us, once your PSA is above 5, you need to be concerned about that. Now, even with chemo being done, you can see 3 months drinking the water, all of that is reversed. The testimonies are bound. The testimonies are crazy how this works. We have Madam Titi here, who had cancer, done 6 chemos, was on her last days counting down when she got introduced to this water. Part of our treatment process was effect and impact was the high toxicity. And as a result of that, high palpitation every night. She drank the water, she slept, and for the first time in many years, no palpitation. Woke up the next morning looking stronger and ready to run. 5 weeks down the line, things were reversing. All the patches, her hair was growing back, her dark nails were returning back to its clear color. She was shocked. 4 months down the line, basically, because I remember I was in a facility the day she walked in, coming straight from the hospital, screaming that the doctors just ran their tests on her and they said, "What were you taking?" She said, "What's the problem?" Said, "You have no history of cancer, past, present, or future." We have so many stories like that. Is it the story of Joseph in Port Harcourt with cancer of the blood, stage 3? The young boy wasn't going to see his graduation party because the doctor has given him a timeline to die. And thanks to Zimama, he got a taste of Akangen water, the 11.5 pH and the 9.5 pH. 2 months down the line, the doctors checked them out. They were screaming, no trace of leukemia in Joseph's blood or system. By the time they did the second checkup. By November, I was already in Port Harcourt. Joseph was clinically cancer-free. This is the reason why we share things like this: diabetes and BP, lots of things. And people are saying, so does that mean Kangen water heals? No, Kangen water does not heal anybody. All that Kangen water does is helping your body to reset so that it takes care of itself. You may consider even your 2.5, right? Remember we said it's hypochlorous acid, okay? It helps to kill bacteria. You can see conditions like this solved within 2 weeks. You can use it for treating psoriasis. Look at the before, look at the after. All of this within a couple of days. This is actually a male nurse having this condition for 11 years. All manners of drugs and cream and injection, nothing was working. Just 60 days of drinking Kangen water, applying the 2.5 on his skin, and now we are having a condition like this. This is why we are shouting this over the roof, because some persons can't smile because of how their health condition, their facial condition, whatever is threatening their life. But trust me, 8 weeks down the line, Suzanne is smiling again. So why are we sharing this? It's because there is so much value. And I want to believe that you are seeing so much value and more in what we have just shared. It isn't just all about the machine, but I tell people this is the best gift for your family. Anything that has to do with your health is not an expense, it's an investment. With our K8, this product is going for 6,235,000 naira. It is the cheapest in the world. Go online, check the US value, check the euro value, and you'll find out that you will be saving about 3 million naira buying this from the Nigerian market. No wonder people are rushing into the Nigerian market, because our exchange rate is actually pegged very low, and the company is absorbing all of that. Let's even imagine, just for a minute, imagine what it will feel like for you not to renew that expensive prescription drug. Do you know that a lot of persons are on retainership with a lot of pharmacies and drugs and hospitals? They keep going, they've been taking drugs for years. People are being medicated. What happens if you are relieved just by being a part of this project? What about the side effects that people are having, and you get to be free from that effect? Let's even imagine, how will you feel if you had more energy? For those of us feeling very lethargic, chronically fatigued, how will you feel if you wake up tomorrow that just with a sip of Kangen water, your story changes? Because this was my story. chronically fatigued, had gone to go and do a full body checkup at Afri Global, Mobalaja Bank Anthony Way, and nothing much was changing. I wake up in the morning, my energy was just being drained. And here was I invited to take a sip of Kangen water. 1 cup is why I'm speaking here today. How will you feel if you had your energy back? You had less pain, or you finally get to lose that weight? What will it be like to feel healthy again? What value will you be putting to that? Perhaps you might want to go with SD501, which is 4,837,500. As a matter of fact, we had another closure today. People are buying this every single day. I think we had a sale yesterday, and we're having another one today. People are seeing the value. Whichever one suits you, go for it. Listen, whether you go for the SD501 or you go for the K8, is priceless. First of all, understand that this is a medical grade machine. It's not filter, it's not water cleanser. It's a medical grade device with ISO 13485. Please copy this down. When we are done, go online and Google. You will see this number is only given to medical devices. So the next time somebody comes to you and say, I also dispense water, I also clean water, ask them if it's a medical device. The fact that you can count money does not make you a chartered accountant. Only machine producing 11.5 and 2.5 with a 5-year warranty and over 30 years lifespan of this product. That is longevity. And understand also there is a patented e-cleaning system where the machine cleans itself after use. You have the account number of the company there. You can pay it in a Providence Bank. And in fact, somebody, one of the registrations I'll be doing shortly after this meeting, interestingly, some people just pay 500,000 today. Some people pay maybe next week they have ₦1 million, they put it there. Some people just have 2 million, they put it there, and they just keep accumulating till they clear it out, and they forward it to the company, and you get your machine. If you have the ability to pay straight on, go ahead for this. It will be worth it. Now we have other suites of products on the list. Again, that's why it's Energic Nigeria, and we have our suites of products. So reach out to the person who invited you. They might guide you the one that is best suited for your purpose. But let's talk about our newest addition, which is the mGuard. mGuard right now is available in Nigeria, helping people to create amino spaces around the world. Now, do you remember about 30, 40 years ago? For many of us, we play outdoor games. The space was sane. We love traveling to the village, the tranquility, the ambience, the calmness. Everybody just loved nature. But today, this is what we see. With the craziness of technology, remember I told you everything is trending. That is a trend, and we must find a way to engage the trend. So today, husband and wife, we get home. Sometimes we look as if we need to be chatting, sending messages on WhatsApp because everybody is busy. You're trying to catch up all the messages. The children are on their devices. The husband is on the device. The wife is on the device. Everybody, we are being torn apart rather than connected by this connectivity of the internet. But again, what do we see? What's the impact of this? Radiation. Now, with mGuard is helping you to protect your family from the harmful effects of radiation. On Sunday, something happened. I had somebody, a team member, who had actually asked me to follow her to see a family that she had told about the Kangen machine and the mGuard. So I carried my mGuard along with me to church. So I actually didn't get home from church. I got to the office. She met me there, and we both went down to this house. Very beautiful house in a very choice prime place in Lagos. And when I started talking to them about the mGuard, and I brought out the radiation detector, immediately I turned it on. It was alarming. I mean, I didn't need to get close to any device. That house, it's full of automations, but the radiation was very high, and yet we had two beautiful children in front of the screen. And I had to show the man of the house. I said, the radiation in this space is very high. This is the number. This is what your space is revealing. You've got to protect your family from the harmful effect of radiation. And this is why this product is a must-have. As long as you have a phone, you have a laptop, you have all these gadgets, the impacts are more. We normally do run a specialized training for me to take you through all of this, but this is just an overview. Because what MGARD does, it actually creates a buffer protecting you within a 4-meter radius, 8-meter diameter space, okay, suppressing the harmful effect of radiomagnetic waves and frequency. This product has already been launched last month, February, in Nigeria, so it's already getting into many hands. You want to reach out to your own target market. As a matter of fact, Imela was done. The beautiful, hospitable lady in the house said to me, said, my two neighbors, they have marks around them. I said, that simply means it's hurting them. And she's already making plan how we're going to reach out to them. So make sure you get your own MGARD, experience it. As I speak to you right now, my MGARD is on my table next to it. It's always there. It's always there. But let's quickly talk about Kangen Ukon, which is the world's first turmeric wrapped with Kangen water. Why you will need to take, now I say when we talk about water, everybody thinks, oh, all water is created equal. Now you take Kangen water, you find out it's totally something totally different. We talk about turmeric, oh, I know about turmeric, put it in your ever bottle, it turns yellow and all of that. This is totally different. Well, turmeric Kangen Ukon is highly coveted for its ability to promote longevity. Turmeric Ukon, it belongs to the ginger family of herbs. It's known for its many health benefits dating back to its inception in Southeast Asia. You see the benefits serving as natural antibiotics, anti-aging properties, improves skin conditions, speeds up healing processes. I normally tell people, if you were to recover in 3 months, trust me, if you add Ukon, it will happen in a month and a half. If you recover in a month, trust me, in 2 weeks, you will be off that bed. There is something about Ukon that it just cuts your recovery time by 2. I don't mince word in saying this because I've seen too much of this. So truly, it speeds up the healing process. Natural antiseptic, anti-inflammatory. More, yes, antibacterial, anti-tumor. So for people with tumor, cancer, the rest, they need Ukon. Lipid lowering, regenerator for liver tissue. People that have liver issues, they need Ukon. Skin disorders, you need Ukon. It detoxifies also, antifungal, anti-inflammatory, anti-amyloid, anti-diabetic. Oh, you are diabetic, you need Ukon. Antioxidant. This is listen, guys, if you do not experience Ukon, I don't know what you are experiencing. You must take Ukon and you'll be grateful you did. So you have 2 choices. What are they? You can leave your family's health and wellness unprotected. Number 2, you can choose to start protecting your health and that of your family with our Energic suite of products. The interesting thing is that Energic, as a company, Energic Nigeria, we have a global partnership program. Let me show you how this works. First of all, in today's ventilating economy, you must be looking for opportunities and ways to increase your family's prosperity. I don't think anybody needs to tell you more about this. You know you need to find ways to increase your family's prosperity. Now, Warren Buffett said, whatever you like to do, you make it a hobby. Whatever the world likes to do, now you make it a business. Energic is offering us 2 pathways to participate and benefit. Firstly, you can join as a user, a retail customer. That's why we talk about our suites of products. And secondly, as a distributor, whichever option suits you, please go for it. But do not, as a retail customer, you'll be enjoying the full benefit of our suites of products, which is helping people build their health. And the feedbacks and testimonies are mind-blowing. This is 2 years and people's lives are being changed 1 sip per time, or 1 capsule per time, or 1 MGARD per time. Whichever product, use it. You want to be a retail customer, go for it. However, for those of us who choose to be distributors, what this simply entails is absolutely optional. You share the product because you are getting benefits from this, as well as the opportunity. Now, this is leading to massive growth of residual income. Now, follow me in the next few minutes as I show you the simple proven system we are using to create 6- and 7-figure monthly income. Now, this is called the Energic Marketing Plan. How is this working? First of all, Energic as a business, it's a proven device for the mass market. Now, whether it's water, understand that anyone who drinks water is a prospect, right? So, I mean, it's for the mass market. Whether you're talking about the MGuard, whether you're using a laptop, you're using an iPhone, you are using your earpod, whatever you're using, you need an MGuard. This is targeted for the mass market. So as a business, it's something that has scalability. But the energy business itself, there's no monthly qualification. There is no stocking, there is no loading, there is no inventory, no monthly renewal, there is no auto-ship. You can accumulate all your sales from the day you join because there is no flushing ever. You can build this market across border, internationally also. But before you even go internationally, hold on. The African market is very on top. Remember, we said that even the global market is just about 3% penetration. What do you think is happening in Nigeria? What do you think is happening in Ghana, in Cameroon, in Kenya, in South Africa? Our market is very on top. But what blew my mind also is the patented compensation plan, which is the GPP, the Global Partnership Program I want to talk about. This has not been changed in the last 31 years. Yes, you heard me, 31 years. How many companies do you know in the last 31 years have not altered their plan? This is why it's not just Japanese, it's energy. Now, we are being rewarded in over 10 ways. It's basically over 10 ways. But for time, let's just talk about the first one. We call it the 8A or the 8-point commission. How does that work? Now, remember I said our compensation plan is patented. It means it is locked in. Now, Mr. Oshiro, the founder of this company, wanted to make something of legacy. It doesn't matter which world you are, whether you're in Africa, you are an Asian, you are in Europe, is the same thing applicable to all. Now, as you will begin to move our products, move our machines, I'll be using the case study of our SD501, this product you are seeing. You are being rewarded for sales made directly and for sales made indirectly. I do know we have our traditional ways of moving products. There are different models out there in the market, binary model, hybrid model, whatever model. Listen, we have the good, the bad, the ugly of every model. However, we are using a direct sales method. So you come in based on our suite of product, which is why I started with that, so that you see what is valuable to you or what gets your attention and you want to experience that. Now that you are seeing the value, you reach out to your circle of influence because every product gives you an ID. Now, once you come in, you get the product, you have an ID, your friends come in, they buy using your ID. Now, those are what we call direct sales. They also have their own circle of influence that they reach out to sell the product or refer the product to them. Those are called indirect sales. Now, when you add up your direct sale, your personal work, and the indirect sale, now this is where leverage comes in. We call it the group sale. So group sales, GS, is not your personal effort, it's everybody's effort in the tribe contributing to make you successful. Now, let's take you in and show you how our 8-point commission structure works. Every time a product is sold, in this case, we are using our SD501 as a case study. Every time an SD501 machine is sold, Energic reserves 2 million naira. I'm talking about the Nigerian market here, okay? So 2 million naira that they would have used for their adverts, for marketing and all of those is put in a pool. And they divide that 2 million naira into 8 parts. When you divide 2 million by 8, each part gives you 250,000 naira. So it's like a pizza, a pie, okay, a pizza wheel. Each pie you take is 250,000 naira. So somebody's asking, so what qualifies me to get more pie? Because I do know every man is an Oliver Twist. We want more. Well, for that to happen, you must be a 1A. You get 1 pie. When you become a 2A, you get 2 pie. When you become 3A, we'll multiply your 250 by 3, 4A, 5A, 6A, until the entire 2 million naira is exhausted in that sale process. That's how it works. Now, let me bring this home so that you can begin to see how it works. So you come in today, you buy a machine, an SD501, and you now also make a sale. Your very first sale is 1A rank. First sale, 1A rank, because so that you know how you grow in rank. Your first sale is 1A rank. That's 250,000 naira. Remember, they are not just paying you directly, they are paying you indirectly, because if those sales begin to cascade down, you are also going to be rewarded. I'll be showing you shortly. Your second sale made positions you as a 1A rank member. So you need to close your first 2 sales to seal up your 1A rank. So 1A is 2 sales done personally. When you make your third direct sales, now you are a 2A rank. Remember I said you now have 2 pie. 250 times 2 is 500,000. It's beautiful. 3 direct sales, you've made a million naira. When you have a total of 10 group sale, remember group sale is not that you sold 10 machines, your entire genealogy and tribe have sold 10 machines. With your next personally sold machine or device, you activate the 3A line and now you are earning 750,000. Not just directly, it begins to cascade downward. When you get to 50 sales, 20 sales, I beg your pardon, in your organization, you are a 4A rank member earning a million naira per sale of this machine. When you have 50 sales in your organization, I keep using the word in your organization, not that you sold 50. Now you start earning 1,250,000 naira per sale of this machine on that genealogy. And the very day you hit 100 sales, thanks to all the collective and collaborative effort in your organization, and you now make your next personal sale, you are a 6A member. Now you qualify for 1.5 million naira per sale of this machine. Let me put this in perspective so that we can flesh this out. So here I have a long-standing business partner, Mrs. Abiba Oguma, right? So Mrs. Abiba comes in and she likes what she sees. She buys a machine. She has an ID. Now, she reaches out and sells a machine to Ese. Ese is the first person buying a machine through her. Now, remember your first sale I said will be 1A, right? And what is the amount you get for selling? 250,000. Now, she's still using a machine for herself and her family, but here, for selling to Ese, she made 250,000. Not bad. Okay, might not be enough, but it's okay. She reaches out, sells another machine to Shade. Your first 2 sales are 1A, so she makes another 250,000. Mrs. Abiba reaches out, sells to MM. MM is the third sale, and like I said, your third sale is 2A, and what do we have? 500,000. 3 sales, a million naira. She's even recovering the cost of her own personal machine. But while she's thinking of how to strategize and she's learning more, Ese reaches out and sells a machine to Grace, not Mrs. Abiba. While Ese is selling to Grace, guess what? Mrs. Abiba will still earn 250,000 naira. What? No. I didn't make the sale. This is why this is different. You are earning exact amount, even though you didn't make that sale. Grace sells to Pearl. Ms. Abiba, you will earn 250,000 naira. Pearl sells to Ato. Ms. Abiba, you will earn 250,000 naira. Ato sells to Jeremiah. You will earn. I told you this will continue to the 8th generation, until the 2 million naira in that line is exhausted. This is crazy. This is amazing. Tell me, Ms. Abiba, if Pearl, for example, here needed help to close a group, will you be willing to help Pearl? It's not a direct sale. It's going to come under Pearl. I trust your answer. Why not? Because you are still going to earn your 250,000 naira, even though it wasn't a personal sale. This is why Energic is totally different. So Mr. Biba reaches out and makes finally sells to Eno. Now you are looking at it and said, okay, Eno should be on a 3A. No, Eno will still remain on a 2A. Why? Because for you to get on a 3A, you need a total of 10 group sales and your next personal direct. Now, we have here a total of 7 sales. It's not up to 10. So it's still sub 10 is a 2A sale. That means it's still 500,000 naira. Still coming to Ms. Abiba. But while she's thinking, she knows that Eno is a catalyst. And Eno reaches out, sells to Ali, Abu, and Annie. Now, something interesting is about to happen here. Ms. Abiba, watch this. Eno sold to Ali. It is the first sale of Eno. So Eno, just like you began, will be earning 250,000 naira. But guess what? How much you'll be earning, Ms. Abiba? 500,000. No. Just sit on your, fasten your seatbelt. You are earning more than Eno. Eno earn 250. Everybody follows the same process. But Eno is on a 500,000 naira structure, on a 500,000 naira lane, on a 500,000 naira shop, according to my Igbo brothers. 500,000. Eno reaches out, sells to Abu. How much will Eno be earning for bringing Abu? Still 250,000 naira, because that is our second sale. But Mr. Abiba, you earn 500,000. Wow. Eno sells to Annie. Now, Eno getting a third sale is earning 500,000. But Mr. Abiba, you are also collecting 500,000 naira. Isn't this amazing? This is crazy. As a matter of fact, when you calculate all the sales now, is a total of 10 sales. And if for any reason, based on your results and enthusiasm and excitement, you reach out, share your testimony, and Chuks buys from you, now that is your 11th sale. It could be your 12th sale. It could be your in the group anyway. Now that will be a 3A sale. And now you have just opened a 750,000 naira genealogy. I want you to understand that every structure is independent. The fact that you have opened a 750 does not cancel all this other one. Each one will be producing independently. This is multiple streams of income under one umbrella. Now, Annie reaches out, sells to Bob. Ms. Abiba, not you, but you are still going to earn your 500,000. Annie sells to Ben, you earn 500,000. Annie sells to Bob, you earn 500,000. Bob sells to Joe, you earn 500,000. Bob sells to Jack, you earn 500,000. Bob sells to John, you are excited that your team members are making progress. This is a win-win for everybody. When you calculate just under Eno here, all right? Just under Eno, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 sales under Eno. How much is that, please? That is already 5 million naira just under Eno. The cost of your machine is already recovered for the rest of your life. And that's a 2A. You can open up to 5, 6, 7 2As. Each one is an independent shop, Upper Iweka Road. MM is still there. MM has not even moved, because what is happening with Eno here can be replicated here. What Shadi has not even moved, no sale yet. Perhaps it's just an end user. Ese and the gang have paused. All of this could have been happening under Chuks, higher income. Take a look. Under Eno, it's Annie that is even on the move. This is 6 sales under Eno, 3 million. Can Abu replicate that? Can Ali replicate that? Can we multiply the numbers of personal 2As? This is why we call this the drink and grow rich system. This is why this is amazing. Because I know what is in Ms. Abiba's head is, how do I get to the next rank of 20? Because now you open a shop of 1 million naira. Wow. I almost spoke in tongue. This is what we are talking about here. This is why it's premium, guys. 1 million. Now, your 1 million naira shop is delivering, your 750,000 naira shop multiples are delivering, your 500,000 multiples are delivering, and by the time you have a total of 50 sales, not fresh 50, continuation, no flushing, from the beginning to the end, everything is adding up. The day it hits 50, your next personal direct sale activates a 5A, and that is 1,250,000. And the day you hit 100 sales, 1.5 million naira. Just 3 days away from today, we'll be having the 2nd year anniversary celebration of Energic Nigeria, and there will be a couple of 6A's celebrations taking place. People that have done this. So we are not telling you something that is in the sky. It's already been done. Some persons are just pausing because a new movement is about to begin. Now, imagine you are a 6A, Mr. Biba. Anything you sell after your 101 till infinity is paying you 1.5 million. If you sell 10 machines this month after you become 6A, you've just made 15 million naira. Imagine those 10 people each sold one. You've made another 15 million naira. Does that stop your 5A leg? Does that stop your 4A 1 million, 750? This is crazy. For me, it's a damaged ATM machine. Now, the company says, apart from all the commissions you make, once you are a 6A rank member, you are also being rewarded with a 3.5 million naira bonus. When you have 2 people who become 6A like you, you are a 6A too. And guess what? 7 million naira bonus. Help 2 members in your team to become 6A2 like you, you become 6A2-2. Listen, all of this is just, it is support club. Help 2 people. And the beautiful thing, they don't need to be direct. These 2 people can be indirect in 2 different genealogies, 2 different structures. Once 2 people hit the rank where you are, you go to the next one, like -2, 15 million naira. Guess what? All of this cannot be happening without you collecting your commissions, first of all. Get 2 people to go to a -2, you go to a -3, 30 million naira one-time bonus, and now you are placed on a minimum of 6 million naira monthly for life. Let me repeat that. You are placed on a 6 million naira monthly minimum for life, because this is 31 years and they are still paying it. Because can they pay 31 years structured? Remember, the compensation plan is patented, has not been changed, has not been altered, and people are receiving their monies. Help people to go to a -3, you go to a -4, 60 million naira bonus, and now they move you to 12 million naira monthly for life. This is not your commission, guys. Because for all of this to be happening, a lot of things are happening on your 6A, 5A, 4A, 3A. It's amazing. Help people go to a -4, you go to a -5, 120 million naira in bonus and 18 million naira monthly for life. Listen, Energic is not interested in, oh, I give you car, I give you trip. They give you the money, buy your car, live your own life. So they rather put it in the money and give it to you. So you buy what you want. This is why this is totally different. Get to a -2, go to a -5, you go to a -6, 240 million, and you go to 24 million naira monthly for life. And the very day you help 2 people to go to a -6 like you go to a -7 to 480 million. People are already on -7, guys, collecting 48 million naira monthly for life. Listen, people have worked for 35 years and they are retiring. How many people are earning this monthly? If this was the energy you put in your job, what do you think will be the outcome? This is why your focus is to help create 6As. But the question is, how can you help more people achieve 6A? 100 sales in the organization. You can help them by helping them to reach their goal. Now, somebody's goal can just be, I want to have a steady income for my house rent. Done. Another person's goal could be, my children's school fees. I don't want palpitations. Done. You can sit down and do your calculation. There's a level you get to. Let's even say, for example, now you've gotten to a 4A, 20 machines, and you decide to be working with those, everybody, you need to work with everybody. But let's say in that your 4A leg or structure, every month 5 machines is sold. Is that not 5 million naira every month? Just working with that genealogy. What about the 3A? What about the 2A? What about the 5As? People don't even have the clear picture of what is happening. It is mind-blowing. So what do you do as we bring this to a close? Number one, it's simple. Use the product. Use the product. You must be a product of the product. Drink the water. Get to your machine. Drink the water. Get to your Ocon. Order your MGuard and see what sleep looks like. You will be sleeping for the first time. You thought you were sleeping, you are dozing. When you have an MGuard and you return back to your village life, because MGuard will sanitize the environment, your entire brain frequency comes down and you sleep. Use the product. Use the water. Refer the product to others and gather customers. I've seen people take the water, distribute to friends, talk to people about the water. And as people are using the water, they are seeing results. It's okay. I want to be getting the water. I want to be getting the supplement. Before you know, now they also come into your business. So it's very simple, not complicated. Use the product, refer the product to others, gather your customers. And number 3, enroll others into your business by building your own personal tribe. Now, what's next? Straight up. I want you to get back to the person who invited you to see this. Let them show you how to get any or all of our premium suites of products. Listen, it's premium. Remember, Bob Wright calls it the Rolls Royce. The price of a Rolls Royce and the price of Keke is not the same thing. Of a tricycle is not the same thing. It's premium. And also because they work. Get back to the person that invited you or gave you this video to watch. Let them get you started today. As I always say, nobody was born to win. Nobody was born to lose. Guess what? You were born to choose. Thank you very much for being a part of tonight's meeting. You could have been doing anything with your time, but you've chosen to share the last 1 hour with us. Thank you, and thank you. If you do have any question, I will be taking that as I put this recording on a pause. Thank you very much for being with us. Any question, you can lift up your hand or you can type in the chat and we will take it accordingly.